Imagine you're standing in front of a massive, roaring fire, throwing stacks of $100 bills straight into the flames. Sounds insane, right? But that is exactly what millions of people are doing right now. They're obsessing over the latest crypto token or trying to find the next breakout tech stock, completely ignoring the 22% interest credit card debt burning a hole in their pockets. It is the financial equivalent of trying to fill a bucket that has massive holes blasted through the bottom. You can pour as much water, or money, into it as you want, but you are never going to get ahead. The harsh reality? 1 in 3 people doesn't even have a basic emergency fund. The median savings? Just $500. Yet my comment section is full of people asking if they should buy fractional shares of Tesla. Building wealth isn't about picking the right stock. It's about the sequence in which you deploy your capital. Today, I am giving you the exact step-by-step blueprint for investing your money. Follow this order and you'll bypass the traps that keep most people broke. Skip around and you'll leave tens of thousands of dollars on the table. Let's get to work. Step 1. The ARMOR Emergency Fund. Step 1 is the least sexy but most crucial part of this entire blueprint. You need an emergency fund. Think of this as your financial body armor. Without it, one flat tire, one medical bill, or one unexpected layoff will force you to swipe a credit card or sell your investments at a massive loss just to survive. People always ask, how much do I actually need? The textbook answer is 3 to 6 months of living expenses. But let's be real, that's intimidating if you're starting from zero. The game plan. Sprint to your first $1,000. Sell old stuff, pick up a side gig, do whatever it takes to put $1,000 in a high-yield savings account. That covers the everyday annoyances. From there, scale it up to 1 full month of expenses, and eventually push for 3 months. Having that cash buffer doesn't just protect your investments, it changes your psychology. It lets you operate from a place of power instead of panic. Step 2. Slaying the dragon. Toxic debt. Once your armor is equipped, it is time to go on the offensive. Step 2 is neutralizing your high-interest debt. I define high interest as anything charging you more than 8% a year, but the final boss here is credit card debt. Average rates are sitting north of 22%. At that rate, your debt is compounding against you faster than the greatest investors in the world can compound their money in the stock market. If you have $5,000 in credit card debt and only make minimum payments, you're going to bleed out nearly $3,000 in interest alone over the next 5 years. The game plan. Use the avalanche method. List out all your debts. Pay the bare minimum on everything and take every single extra dollar you have and drop it like a bomb on the debt with the highest interest rate. Paying off a 22% credit card is a guaranteed 22% return on your money. Take that win. Step 3. The free money glitch, employer match. Now we hit the one major exception to the kill your debt first rule. If you have a 9-to-5 job and your employer offers a 401k match, you need to hit pause on the debt avalanche just long enough to capture this free money. An employer match is the closest thing to a cheat code in personal finance. If your company matches 50% of your contributions up to 6% of your salary, that is an immediate, guaranteed 50% return on your investment. There is no hedge fund, no real estate deal, and no stock pick that guarantees a 50% to 100% return the second you transfer the money. The game plan. Contribute exactly enough to get every single penny of that match. Once you secure the bag, pivot all your remaining extra cash back to destroying your toxic debt from step 2. Step 4. The tax shields, IRA and HSA. Debt is gone. Emergency fund is full. You're capturing the match. Welcome to the top 10% of the population. Now, we enter the tax optimization zone. Your next move is to max out your individual retirement account, or IRA. We prioritize this over putting more money into your 401k because corporate 401ks often have awful investment choices packed with hidden fees. An IRA gives you total control to buy ultra-low-cost index funds. But if you qualify for it, there is a secret weapon that is actually better than an IRA, the Health Savings Account, or HSA. To get this, you need a high-deductible health plan. If you have one, the HSA is the undisputed heavyweight champion of investing accounts because of its triple tax advantage. Your contributions lower your taxable income today. The money grows completely tax-free. You can pull the money out tax-free for medical expenses. The pro move: max out the HSA, invest the funds in the S&P 500, and pay for your current medical bills out of pocket. Keep the receipts. Decades from now, you can reimburse yourself for those old receipts completely tax-free, turning your HSA into a massive, untouchable wealth-building machine. Step 5. The heavy artillery. Max the 401k. Once your IRA and your HSA are maxed out to the legal limit, you circle back to your 401k. At this stage, you are looking to max out your 401k contributions far beyond just the employer match. For 2026, that limit is $24,500. If you are maxing out an IRA, an HSA, and a 401k, you are sheltering tens of thousands of dollars from the IRS every single year. You are giving your money the optimal environment to compound rapidly without the drag of annual taxes holding it back. If you reach this step, you are mathematically destined to be wealthy. It is no longer a question of if, but when. Step 6. The playground, taxable accounts, and outro. Finally, we arrive at the playground, the taxable brokerage account. Notice how this is the last step? This is where beginners usually start, and it's why they fail. Taxable accounts have no contribution limits and no withdrawal penalties. You can buy individual stocks, cash out tomorrow, and do whatever you want. But you pay a massive price for that freedom: tax drag. Every dividend is taxed. Every capital gain is taxed. Over a 30-year investing timeline, keeping your money in a taxable account instead of a tax-advantaged account can literally cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost growth. Use taxable accounts only when your tax-advantaged buckets are overflowing, or if you need bridge funding because you plan to retire early. The recap: stop looking for a lottery ticket. Build the armor, kill the debt, get the free money, max the tax shields. Follow this blueprint, trust the process, and let compounding do the heavy lifting. If this video changed how you look at your money, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.